That's an interesting. Let's talk about like, cause I know like, you know, I've been been following you. You know, we known each other for years, and I've been you blew up on the Instagram thing, and you know, in our real estate niche, you know, a lot of real estate investors and per se really don't be on those type of platforms, but you're on the cutting edge. So what keeps you motivated to learn the technology, what millennials are naturally, what they naturally know? You know, you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, of course. Well, first I think that I've just always understood that marketing is an investment and not an expense. It's a mindset shift you have to have. I know a lot of people that don't have a very good relationship with money, and they look at marketing as an expense, like they're winging it. Like, oh, if I put out this direct mail, I hope this works. And then when they only get one call, they're like, I knew this bullshit wouldn't work.
Right.
This is some BS.
Right.
I'm not doing that ever again. When my direct mail doesn't work, I look at it and go, was it the wrong messaging? Was it the wrong color of the postcard? Was it the wrong type of mail piece? Was it a bad mailing list? And it almost like I intensify my energy towards cracking the code on it. And what always happens is, whether it's direct mail, bandit signs, social media domination, no matter what marketing channel you're trying to really generate a lot of leads from, as you get consistent and you constantly learn and tweak and test, what happens is marketing normally is a exponential return. It has an exponential return. It's a hockey stick effect.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden you get more and more results, and then all of a sudden it intensifies and you get this exponential increase in results. Most people don't have the stamina, the marketing stamina to get there.
The consistency.
So when I looked at blogging, when blogging first came out, I thought, great, marketing channel. Social media, Facebook, LinkedIn, marketing channel. Instagram, marketing channel. YouTube, marketing channel. And I look at everything that I do on social as like the new real estate.
I love it.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like, if I could produce a video that produces me leads, and I only have to create the video one time, but I can get leads from it forever, why not put a video out on YouTube? You know?
That's a good point. So you're looking at these platforms as real estate. I got my first apartment when I was 18. My son's mom was 17. She was still a senior. She moved in with me while she was a senior. So now I'm taking care of her. And so I got 2 additional jobs, cleaning like some like banks and stuff like that, just part-time after my 12-hour job, like on weekends and stuff. And I felt like I was always like, oh, I'm gonna also say I missed this, but I skipped college to take care of my son. I had an opportunity to go to college because I was an honor roll student my whole way through high school. I graduated with honors and shit by cheating, FYI. So when I came out of high school, I had my son, 3 jobs, taking care of my son's mom, as her still being a senior. So I always had a why. But it was like, I seen my friends going to college, or I seen my friends I was basically only person out of my friends that had a kid. And I saw them having fun. I'm like, man, like I feel like I'm a fucking 40-year-old man. Yeah, so I decided to pursue music full time at around like 22. I quit my job. And you remember the bubble, Cody, right? I was making $23,000 a year total out of my 3 jobs. 3 jobs, $23,000 a year. Back in 2007, the bank approved me for a $140,000 loan to buy a house. just do the numbers. You gotta do the numbers on that.
Like score.
Yep. So, you know how that didn't last long at all. So, that ended up going to foreclosure a couple years after that, and I'm back home. This was the pivot point. I went back home to my mom and dad at age 25, I think 25, 20, going on 26 years old with my son. That hit home. And that's when it's crazy how like people come into your life, or people come into your life at a certain time, and I think it's usually at the right time, and you have to be aware of it too. But I was open. I feel like I was open at that vulnerable moment for any possibility outside of music, and that's when a buddy of mine who did the 50 Cent track, the Wangster track, the single Wangster. If you don't know, just look it up. So it was one of his biggest hits outside of In the Club. He came to me and flashed me a $40,000 check, and he was like, I just did this with no money, no credit. And I was so open to that concept. I thought it was a scam, but I'm like, you know what? Like, something about him. I trust, I know him. I trust him. He's credible. So I was like, just take me under your wing. And next thing I know, like 3 months later, I had a wholesale deal for $12.5, and that was like the turning point for me to get into real estate. I had no plan to get in real estate, but I was just open to a possibility because I was such in a down time. I was a single, it just came like that, it just, right. So I would say for people watching this, just be optimistic of things out there, because, I mean, it's some scams out there, but just be optimistic. I think a lot of people have limited beliefs, or they knock it before they try it. And I tried real estate, and I fucking love it. And, you know, 9 years later, going on 10 years, I'm still here, and I'm always gonna be doing real estate. And now my son, he's 17, and he did his first deal last year. Mm-hmm. You know, we partnered. I had a deal. I was like, here you go. I'm gonna give you some. Go find a buyer. He put some signs out, took the call, showed the property, had a buyer, closed the deal.
That's
so,
a good feeling. Man,
it was such a great feeling. Like, man, like, and that makes me feel good because he's an asset. My son, your kids is an asset. You know, whatever you instill in them, I mean, that affects you as the parent. But it just, I mean, it makes me feel good to have like a 17-year-old kid that already has the entrepreneurial thinking at his age, because I didn't have that. And he can, and I always tell him, I had you, like, you're 17, I had you on the way at 17. Like, can you like imagine that? And I like just like swallow that for a second. He'd be like, Dad, I don't know how you did it. Like, I can't even imagine me having a kid right now. He was like scratching his head. Like I'm like, just, you have a clean slate, you graduate this year, you're a senior. Like, yeah, and you already read Rich Dad Poor Dad.
Yeah.
Like, you have something great on your hands for yourself. You have the brightest future ever. Now it's up to you to execute once you graduate. Whether, you know, you want to live the rat race, because you could, you know, just settle, because that's the easiest way right now, as far as, you know.
Keep pulling them back to the cash flow quadrant.
Yeah, the cash flow quadrant.
Just keep pulling them back to that graphic. Just say,
yeah.
Look, are you on this side or this side?
Yeah.
Pick one, man. That's it. Like,
yeah.
And if you pick, like, there's some people that I feel like are never going to start a business. They don't have any ambition to, and they make great teachers, great firemen, great, you know, whatever career they want, and they shouldn't be shamed for not wanting any more than that. They want to barbecue on weekends, and they want to coach their kids' Little League, and they want a very cushy, stable lifestyle. That's average. They have no ambition.
Absolutely.
There's nothing wrong with that.
No, as long as you're happy.
Yeah, as long as you're happy.
Yeah.
Yeah, just don't complain about it.
Just
exactly.
Don't live looking at the other side, going, right. My life sucks. I'm insignificant.
Absolutely. That's where I'm at. That's where I was at.
I'm a victim. Blame everybody. That's when it becomes a problem. It's
like,
let me do something about it.
Do something about it. Absolutely.
Dude, what you were saying, like, it just amplifies my belief that, like, everyone's kind of on their hero's journey, because, like, that situation and like that timing of that guy with the $40,000 check, I don't believe in coincidence, and I don't believe that was a coincidence. I feel like that was like part of your path, your journey, and by result you got to where you got now because of that. Everything that happened for a reason. And it also amplifies my belief to what you were saying earlier about like how you kind of just, you don't plan like 1 month more, a little bit more than 1 month in advance. That's similar, that's almost what you went through in a sense, and that means that like you didn't plan to some degree, like you didn't plan to get to where you're at now because of the mindset that you had now. I definitely want to hear a little bit more about it. Like what is it that adopted you to what is it that inspired you to adopt that mindset to where you don't plan 1 month in advance, at least like continuously? Because there's people who literally plan year for year for year, and life happens. Shit doesn't always go that's planned, but you're like really successful, and I feel because of the fact that the way that you plan has a huge result to where you're at now. So like, what is it that inspired like that 1 month in advance, step by step thinking, to to where like you don't really expand your bandwidth past that? And also like back to the pivotal moment question, like for you, like what was your pivotal moment?
It's a great question. Yeah.